Very nice.
Hello, and welcome, if you can believe it, to DobbsQuest, episode 8 of season 3. Wow, it's all right. So let's talk about what's going on and why it's been so long. There were some issues. Let's see here. So first off, it was just we're gonna take a week off because we got things that
It was Pi Day.
Yeah,
It was Pi Day.
It was Pi Day. It's like, all right, we wanna take a Pi Day off. And then the next week rolls around, and there's problems because tornadoes and stuff apparently is an issue.
Confirmed not dead.
Yes, everyone is still alive. That's important.
Good.
Let's
be a
see
unique
here.
way to get a team wipe.
Ooh.
So anyway, that's where we are now. Is we're back, and I am trying to find. Here we go. This will work. There we go. Gotta get a music up for the viewers. All right, and also because for some reason this just happens every once in a while, and I still haven't figured out why, but I have to click on the spreadsheet and click interact to make sure that it will properly update, or else it just won't properly update.
Oh, first world problems.
I know, it's the worst. All right, there we go. We got it. So, this is DobbsQuest for all of you who are here, returning or not. Too bad, you get introduced. That's how we do things around here. We have 3 players here tonight to make decisions and see what terrible things happen. It's just kind of the way of things. As the Elven Bard Serene, we have Daystick.
Hello.
Playing the part of the sneaky thief Glane, we have GameCube.
Previously on DobbsQuest, I forget.
And playing the part of the stalwart warrior Torgon, Lurking Turtle.
I gave them so much bread and now they just won't stop.
So, we are playing with the Ironsworn system, which is a little bit more freeform than the very simulation-heavy, more common Dungeons & Dragons style games. So, we're just going to roll some dice and see what happens. The party is extremely close to their goal here. This could be the finale, honestly. I'm guessing we've got at least one more episode, but we'll see. The party is trying to reach the Mana Spring. These are gateways that allow a steady flow of magic into the world. However, some of them have been eroded over time or perhaps destroyed completely, and as a result, in those areas, magic is sort of bursting forth like a dam that has broken down. Okay. And as a result, the party has elected to seek out the remaining mana springs to sort of unpack the rune stones that create each of these. Now, on each of them, some of them are eroded, but it's not always the same ones, and so the idea is if they can find enough of these mana springs, they can scrawl out the complete set of rune stones needed to activate one of these things. Thus restoring balance to the world and saving everyone, probably. So, in Season 2, we have been venturing forth into the Ashen Lands, a dry and inhospitable land where the party has managed to avoid death by many different foes, and now is prepared to venture into the final location where they know the Mana Spring lies. They are just about to enter the ruins of an old castle or fortress built into the side of this large conical mountain that sort of stands out among this rolling dunes landscape of gray sands. This sits overshadowing an old ruined city where many exiled people have taken shelter and built a small semblance of society here. But they have been very kind to our 3 adventurers here. Jerked of. Thank you. 21 months. If you reverse that, it is in fact a year. So the plan is to get into this castle, find the runestones of the Mana Spring, and get out alive. The problem: the inhabitants of this fortress castle thing in the mountain don't really want people coming inside. And worse still, they know that the party is on their way in, which the dice did not treat us kindly last time we played, resulting in that situation. So that's where we stand now, and we are going to be using an extension to the Ironsworn rules, the Delve expansion, which basically gives us random tables to use for a dungeon crawler setup. My OBS just... Nope, seems okay. We're fine, it's good. Right? We're good. It looks good.
Will the dice behave better after being grounded for 2 weeks?
Surely. Alright, so, first off, we're going to declare our Delve rule set. We have to choose a theme and a domain. I have decided that this is going to be a fortified, and then we could go stronghold. Subterranean is also an option, as is cavern, but this feels more like a fortress or perhaps ruin. I think we are going to go with a fortified ruin.
Seems legit.
Yeah. So that's going to be our Delve adventure here. Next, we need to... Oh, come on down here. Come on. Pull up the Delve rule set. We have to discover a site, which that's the name of this move, even though it's already discovered. Don't worry about it. Did it unshare? Oh, wait, I have to do it 2 places. I see. I get it. There we go. It's not my screen, it's my video feed, obviously. I did it on OBS and then not Discord. So discover a site is basically like undertake a journey. It is the initial move that starts the progress. And so we have to determine the difficulty of this. This feels like this is a formidable site. It is fairly treacherous, not going to be a safe endeavor, and you're already sort of you've already sort of announced your presence in a way, and that kind of bumps up the difficulty ever so slightly. So that's all we have to do for setup. At this point, we are free to delve the depths. This is a special expansion-only move. When you traverse an area within a perilous site, envision your surroundings and then consider your approach. And then you get to choose how you're going to navigate. So right now we sit at the gateway into this fortress. A large tower extends upward, which you have already ascended, and this leads into kind of like a bridge walkway of old stone, and across from that is the main gateway into the castle. This is this sort of the standard tower on either side with sort of guard lookouts. Large gate that could be closed. Right now it is open, and right now you have sort of a very expansive view of the area down at the base of the mountain. because you guys are kind of like on the side of this thing, but now sort of at an elevated viewpoint. So that's where you are. Now you get to choose how you're going to make your first delve move. You can choose to navigate with haste, stealth, or observation, intuition, expertise. And those, of course, are edge, shadow, and wits is what you get to roll.
Well, we did determine this is an elven fortress previously.
Correct.
So
it is of elven origin.
I would like to take lead on wits, because there's a decent chance that I might be able to find passageways that weren't meant to be seen and other sorts of hidden features that perhaps would give us an advantage.
I like it. I like it.
There's no reason to sneak, and there's no reason to rush in like idiots. So that leaves the other
There's
one.
always a reason to rush in. All right. So we're going to rush in like idiots? No, we're going to use wits. Specifically, Serene is going to navigate with her wits. And as such, she gets a +3 on the roll. First roll of the night. Fingers crossed. It is a weak hit.
Oh, that's alright.
Yeah. Okay, so weak hit is a special case. It's not an automatic success or an automatic failure. It means that we actually need to roll on the table, which could mean free progress, or it could mean free problems. So we're gonna roll a D100, and this is where the different attributes you can choose to roll vary. Edge is more likely to reveal successes, but also more likely to reveal problems. Wits is more likely to reveal opportunities, though perhaps a little bit slower on marking progress. Oh! Wow!
Bingo!
That's
Ooh.
rare. What are the chances of that? Okay, a 100. Doesn't matter which one you roll. If it's a 100, you always mark progress twice and reveal a danger. So that was something. I don't know if that's a great first roll or what. Reveal a danger. All right, so this is a separate move. All right. I'm sure it's fine. So let's see what happens. Reveal a danger. When you encounter a risky situation within a site, envision the danger or roll on the following table. And we are going to lean on the random tables because I think that makes things a little bit more interesting. So let's see what happens. 67. A discovery undermines or complicates your quest. Let's pull up the old Ironsworn Oracles, because those are, of course, very useful for this kind of thing. No, not this one. This one. Yeah, I like this one better.
Come on, mystical mystic.
Don't you just love it? All right. What is the nature of this complication? All right, I'm rolling on action and theme, which tends to give the best freeform results. And we've got escort problem. You guys are escorting some people, by the way. I don't know if you remember. You're not alone. You have you Lucia and George, the siblings that couldn't be more different. And apparently something is a problem there. Something complicating here.
Is George getting sick again?
I don't know. I feel like
a problem.
George is always a bit of a problem, isn't he?
I mean, George is still recovering from being snake bit.
He is. He's kind of on the tail end of it. You've been working hard with your herbs and cures. Let's see here.
Maybe it's Lucia's turn to show why she's...
To have a problem?
Yeah, maybe it's to show why she's related to George. Maybe she's seen something very similar to this, and with her kind of divination in a way, and it's kind of scaring her.
That could be something. It could be something like that. That would certainly be a complication here. And it does say it's a discovery that undermines your quest.
So we walk into this, like, we find this hidden passage that's a shortcut, and she's like, wait, I've seen this before. Danger ahead.
Yeah, so I think what happens is, so you guys are preparing to head in. And then gate slams shut right from the get-go. Like, they're pulling out the stops. They know, hey, someone's trying to get in. We don't want them in. Close the gates down. And Lucia, something triggers what feels like a memory for her. And she kind of points out a little side passage, which you kind of have to sidle out onto the rock wall a little bit. But there is indeed like a little hidden tunnel that you guys find that leads directly in to the main hall, the main entryway. So immediately you guys are making progress into this stealth site. But the memories start to kind of cloud within her, and you see her kind of like gripping her head and sort of shaking her head a bit. She seems to be half remembering something that she doesn't want to. Some memory that she can't, that's just a little bit outside of her reach. But it is not filling her with warm fuzzies.
It's always nice to have a diviner with you.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely useful.
Yeah. So, I think at this point we proceed cautiously.
I think... Let's see here. I think at this point, Lucia is feeling a bit overcome by these remnants of visions. And she's gonna need somebody to kind of, like, snap her out of it a little bit. She needs some help to proceed. She needs some heart.
Hey, maybe I can compel her or something like that.
Give her a little pep talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I know this is your first adventure with death. We're pros at it by now. It's gonna be okay.
Definitely.
Probably.
I mean, almost certainly. Alright, so if we're gonna let's see. Actually, I've got buttons for this, don't I?
We have a great track record with NPCs, as long as you don't think about the ship.
Yeah, we won't mention it.
Or that whole town that hated us.
Yeah. Okay, so Torgan is going to try and kind of pep talk her into carrying on. Like right now, she's feeling like, no, I can't go on. We have to stop. We can't go any further. We have to leave now. There, shut up. Basically. So Torgan has a great deal of heart. And so he gets a +3 on this roll. So Torgan's just kind of trying to talk her through this. Oh, but she's not convinced.
Great.
On a miss, they refuse or make a demand which costs you greatly.
Well, maybe this is another role. Like, would it be reasonable to gather information from her to find out what exactly it is that she sees?
I think part of the nature of this is that she's not really sure. This is something a little bit beyond her conscious thought. But there's just something that's just kind of like a mental block that she's like, I physically cannot go any further. And you can kind of see in her face that she herself doesn't fully grasp the nature of that she's a little bit uncomfortable with the fact that her body is saying that it cannot go on, even though she has no conscious thought of like why that is. It's her subconscious mind arguing with her conscious self. And she's she's usually this cool, collected person, and you can see it's kind of really getting to her that she can't logic her way forward.
So, I think this is the part where I step in.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of like what's the magical background juju like in this region?
You feel something similar to what you have felt before near Mana Springs, though it is a much fainter sense. Her heart will go on. We can only hope.
Oh no, we need a penny whistle. Half the people here are probably too young to get that reference.
No, surely not.
Okay. So is there some kind... Is there a possibility that she's reacting poorly to, like, the warding part of her magical ability is reacting poorly to the discombobulated mana spring?
It doesn't seem like that. She's not quite as attuned to magic as you would be, or in a weird way as Glane was, where she would have that physical reaction to just sort of the background magical noise. This basically feels like kind of almost sort of a traumatic experience that she's never even personally had, that's kind of rising up in her, that she's like, I'm not going.
So she's seen something that has been repressed, and
possibly either something that has happened or may yet happen.
Could happen.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm going to take a moment to gather information. I'm going to search the immediate area for traps or any kind of maybe demarcations in the decor on the walls. I'm looking for information.
Okay. Alright, now, keep in mind, this place is kind of on alert right now. You know, they've been closing the gates, rolling out the guards. Now, if you want to look around...
We're in a little bit of a secret tunnel at the moment, so I feel okay taking 2 or 3 minutes to kind of examine where we're at.
You're going back into the tunnel.
Yeah, we're gonna crouch just inside the tunnel out of sight so that we're not gonna stand in the main hallway.
Okay, get back out of the main hallway, back into the tunnel, out of sight.
I'm gonna kind of search the immediate area for information.
All right.
Like, is there a tapestry that's hiding this tunnel that might be informative? Ruins of a tapestry, perhaps?
This feels more like a hidden door kind of thing, kind of flush with the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And so the backside of it is just very undecorated, plain, functional over form.
Mm-hmm.
So from within the tunnel, you're not really going to get much information.
Is there, like, how are we opening the door? Is there like a secret panel? Are there like
sort of
markings
just
on the wall?
hinges out.
Okay.
Out of the cave into the hall.
Okay, I'm going to kind of push them and the unstable our unstable mystic kind of back into the hallway, into the tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stick my head out and kind of do the look both ways thing, and not more than 5-10 feet from the door, I'm going to scout quickly.
Okay.
And see if there's anything that might. I'm sticking my head out and I'm like, okay, do I see anything that means anything to me? Because this used to be an elven palace, so, or fortress, or something.
Right.
So, like, theoretically, I should recognize something.
Possibly. I mean, you've not been here.
I've not been here specifically, but, I mean...
Yeah.
The emblems, the labels on the doors should be reasonably standard.
Sure, yeah. At least we're just trying to find where do we need to go. Where's the important direction? Yeah, which way to the important stuff? Let's see. So we will be able to use wits on this. And weak hit. Okay. Complication or a new danger, but not a dire threat, at least. Okay, so let's see here. Something complicating or introducing a new danger. Yeah. All right, well, let's ask the Oracle. Await deception. Yes, there are lots of tapestries around. Up and down every wall. The history of the elves of this area in minute detail. And all of it a smoldering, singed remain of fabric.
Well, that's not helpful.
At some point, since this place's heyday, someone has been taking great pains to basically erase the history from the very halls.
That angers her deep inside her soul as an academic.
It does. It is not only an academic affront, but it is also a personal affront to you as an elf that is trying to find your history. And you are going to need to endure stress for this situation. So you do suffer one spirit, and then roll spirit or heart. And strong hit. So you may either get a free momentum or spend a momentum to get that spirit back.
Momentum, please.
I figured. Okay, so you embrace the darkness. You take this as a personal affront, and you find within yourself renewed vigor to see your quest through.
She has a little bitty itch for revenge. Or retribution, perhaps.
Yeah, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. All right, but unfortunately, no useful information. That is what you have learned.
Okay.
Now we still have a slight complication in that Lucia cannot go any farther with you.
I think we're going to have to leave her.
Now, the tunnel seems safe, so she should be okay there. She doesn't feel good about leaving you guys to just go on while she retreats, so she is kind of hoping she can elect to stay here until you guys have done what needs to be done.
So I think we should leave George with her.
George is still itching to help.
And he can help by protecting his sister.
All right.
I agree.
You can count on me. I'll make sure nobody gets in here.
Okay.
And just remember, you gotta use a secret knock if you're coming back in here. Because if you don't, I'm gonna be running you through.
Pat, pat. Yes, yes, George.
Alright. We discussed it. Many a time.
Yes, yes, the secret knock.
Always knew it'd come in handy.
Serene reaches
gonna
over
have
and
to
pats
roll
him on
to-
the head.
See if we remember this.
I have it written down, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Shaving a haircut.
He made me write it down when we were at the library back in the place before the wolf people. When, I spent the day in the library.
It was
with
the
him.
very first encounter with George.
It's like I taught him the elven word for cheese just to get him distracted and so he'd shut up. That's not actually how that happened, but that's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
I totally did not curse at him in Elven, and then have to make up an excuse.
Right. But either way, all right. George is going to stay here with Lucia while the three of you go on ahead. So you are entering into this this fortified ruins. Once a proud elven castle at the built into the mountain. Now a crumbling semblance of its former self. Still no great sign of the correct direction, so you will need to delve further. So, are you going to be delving with haste, stealth, or expertise?
Possibly now that we've gone off the track that they expect us to be on, moving with haste might be a good idea.
Haste or stealth?
Stealth, or yeah, one of those, because
none of us have a 3 in edge.
Well, Serene kind of does.
I can if I put the mask on, but somehow that seems like a bad plan right now.
Yeah, we can switch to stealth so that, now that we're not on a path they know about, we've, got off the radar.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've ducked the radar a little bit. We're behind enemy lines.
Yeah.
Let's have Glane go in front.
All right, Glane is going to be taking the lead. Although he can no longer shadow walk, he still knows quite a thing or two about how to get around undetected. And this is just his sort of domain. Lots of shadowy corners, lots of rubble to soak in the sound. It's absolutely perfect. It's just what he wants. All right, so Glane is prepared to delve the depths. Here we go. A weak hit. The nice thing is that moving ahead with Shadow gives you a pretty good opportunity to avoid danger. So let's roll that D100. 76 is... Oh, this is quite beneficial. Choose one. You may either mark progress or find an opportunity.
I think just the progress, right? Because an opportunity would lead us towards progress we want.
So the idea with the opportunity is that you may take a momentum, or you may make a move with a +1 and take +1 momentum on a hit. So it's more likely to be a strong hit, which can chain together more progress. So, again, your choice.
I'm at an advantage for finding secret passageways and stuff in this kind of environment. We all have abysmal momentum right now. I'm kind of leaning towards opportunity.
Do we automatically get a progress, or do you only get progress if he chooses progress? We just double up.
You do not automatically get a progress.
Okay.
So these are the only things you get. It's either a progress or an opportunity.
Maybe we need progress.
Yeah, we're early on. We need to get a little further in, and then we can roll again and maybe take opportunities later.
All right,
progress.
All right.
If we're alive later.
Yeah, that's a good point there. Gotta work that in. So let's see here. Where does that lead us? Theme provide. So where are we now? Come on. Where is the table? There's like a million tables on it. Here we go. All right. So where are you guys now? No team wipe. Surely not. Let me get a couple of... Oh, I only need D... Well, I don't know what I need. A D20... And also... Okay. And then the other one is that this is ruins. Okay, and that one I need a D80 plus 20. 72. Ooh, okay. Broken statuary or fading murals. All right. So, you guys are passing through the hallways, passing rows and rows of this old artwork, history that was meant to be preserved for generations, in various ways, defaced, besmirched, destroyed. It's not feeling serene with the warm and fuzzies.
Well, I'm ready to cut somebody.
Yeah. Serene's looking to borrow a dagger or two. But if nothing else, it provides ample opportunity to duck into the shadows whenever you hear the sounds of distant footsteps marching through the halls. Much of the sound is absorbed by all of the fallen rubble, but occasionally you do still hear the distant echoes of someone walking through, and you haven't spotted anyone just yet. So far, you guys have not had any run-ins. It's from what you can gather, it seems like most forces would have been heading towards the front gate to prepare for your arrival, only to find no one arriving, since you guys were able to kind of slip behind them. But it's only a matter of time before they realize that something's up. So, strike while the iron is hot, I suppose. What do you guys want to do next?
Does there happen to be any kind of door that's closed that leads in the opposite direction that we're going?
Door that's closed, leading opposite from the direction you're going.
What I'm hoping is that there's some kind of door or double door where we can get like a frame from one of the defaced paintings and maybe prop it against the door so that when someone tries to come back through the castle, they can't open the door.
I get you. So as you guys are passing through, close it behind you and kind of board it up a bit.
Yeah, so, whatever group went to the front to get us backtracks, now they are locked out.
That sounds like a fantastic opportunity to roll secure an advantage.
Alternatively, we can just leave misdirections for, they went this way, but no, we actually didn't.
I think both of those work great. Those are both, let's see, expertise, I would say. Well, a little bit. Well, Glaine's is deception. Actually, both of those are deception rolls, I guess. You're trying to trick them into thinking you went a different way. Well, and then the boarding up is more of a expertise / strength. What do you guys feeling?
I think we're mostly dealing with deception and stealth, or Glane.
Yeah.
All right. Glane is going to try and lead them down the wrong path. As you guys are walking through the hall, he's going to try and basically keep them off of your trail as much as possible. Serene, if you want to use your expertise, you can aid his roll. You can make this a double secure, essentially. So we're going to let Serene roll to see if she can aid Glane.
That one's labeled kitchen. See, make him think we went that way.
Didn't go well. Well, let's see. Hold on. Action theme, swear vengeance.
I opened a door, and now I am really, really mad.
What do you see behind that door?
It's the library, or it used to be.
Oh.
And there are bloodstains on the rug.
Those don't come out easy.
That's impossible. Club soda.
So, I want to see the people in this facility like suffer. I'm ready to like hang them by their ankles over the parapets.
It's not pretty. Okay, so unfortunately that doesn't help Glane with his roll. But Glane, you still get to make your roll to secure an advantage. And yours, a strong hit. You have a choice, which is never a good thing. You can either take 2 momentum, or your next roll can have a +1 bonus.
We need the momentum.
I'm taking the momentum.
All right. So you are successful in gaining an advantage. Glane finds several ways to leave false signs on which way the group has been heading. Just a cracked door here, some disturbed rubble there. Just as going, not slowing down to do this, just very quickly. He's just identifying just with pinpoint accuracy. If I was going down this hallway trying to find us, and I saw this, I would check this out, and this, and I would go down that hallway. And you guys are just kind of along for the ride, trying to keep up with Glane, because he seems to be just on a frenzied, he's just on a roll here. And you guys are able to prepare to proceed deeper into this area, which now you see. What do you encounter next?
Wow.
Well, that might not be bad. This is more of just, what you guys see here. Fortified. Okay. Fortified ruin. Crumbling corridors and chambers. Yeah, we've had a 1 and a 100. Now we just need a 69 to complete the full list. All right. So the corridors that you're traveling through, they are in disrepair, but you do feel like you're kind of on the right track towards sort of the innermost sanctum of the old castle here. Glane, are you going to be proceeding with stealth again?
If anybody has any objections, it seems to be working.
All right.
Continue. You're the one racking up momentum.
It's true. It's working well. All right. Let's see if we can keep that train rolling. And we have, a weak hit. It's all right. That's not necessarily bad, but we do have to roll the dice, which that's always bad. A 21. All right, here we go. Mark progress and reveal a danger. All right. I think you guys might have been found out.
We open a door and Will Smith is there, very angry.
Oh, no. Okay, so let's see. Reveal a danger.
Maybe we found a part of the passageway that we're gonna have to, where the floor is missing, and we need to use our amazing rope skills.
Don't say the rope. Oh god.
All right, let's see what the danger is. 67. Didn't we already get a 67?
We did.
It's weird. I don't like that. I don't like when numbers do that. You faced environmental or architectural hazard. Okay, it doesn't sound like you've been found out. We did mention that you guys are making your way through crumbling corridors and chambers. Architectural hazard makes a lot of sense here. So you found that this castle is sort of built into the mountain. And on top of that, you found that there are some twisting, cavernous passageways, like the one that you found to gain entrance in the first place. So it is no surprise that part of the castle has sort of collapsed into one of these mini twisting passages built or that snake their way through the mountainside. So you arrive at a section of a corridor that has basically collapsed down into a chasm, and it's sort of a wide gap, not insurmountably wide, With a good running start, you may yet be able to reach the other side. But let's talk it through. How are you guys going to get around this? Seek another passageway.
We don't have a dwarf to yeet, so...
That's a problem.
I don't think the jump on my shield and let me catapult you over is going to suffice this time.
Not for the last person online, at least.
The ceiling's not secure enough for that.
Don't
I
you
mean,
think,
we could just try and yeet Glane. He's the smallest of us.
True. And then perhaps he could secure a rope to the other side.
Oh, Lord.
I don't guess there's anything that looks stable enough to put an arrow in that would give us enough purchase.
Let's see.
Or any of those banners on the walls that we could use to swing across or something.
You know what? Yes to both of those, just because I think that's more interesting. Let's see here. What do we got? An old wooden beam is exposed from the crumbled away ceiling, which may have enough strength left in it to accept an arrow. Molsk Queen. As well as some of the old tapestries, though long since faded from any patterns remaining. They still are clinging to some of the remaining walls, and may be usable.
I don't suppose anyone happens to have a Gatling hook or any kind of hook in their equipment pack, do they?
Ooh. Actually, there's a move for that. Let's see here. This is a special delve move. Check your gear. When you check to see if you have a specific helpful item, roll supply. On a strong hit, you have it and gain 1 momentum. On a weak hit, you have it, but your resources are diminished. Take 1 momentum and suffer 1 supply. On a miss, you don't have it, and the situation grows more perilous. Pay the price.
Hey, did I forget to mention that I think there might be an extra bridge in my back?
We want to check for kind of some grappling equipment.
Maybe we picked up something to help scale sheer areas, because we have a lot of trouble with that. We started having that problem on the islands. It just seems like something we maybe would have put in a pocket somewhere.
All right, let's
Pretty sure I
do
packed that portal gun.
Ah, yes.
It's in It's in my bat belt.
Now, keep in mind, if we get momentum off of this move, only one person gets that. So who's gonna be doing the roll for this? It's a +3 no matter who rolls it.
It's Torden's pack.
I'd probably carry the heaviest pack.
It would most likely be in either mine or Glaine's bag.
Do we want to try and stack momentum for Glane, just so someone has a little bit of a high bank for a rainy day?
That might be the best solution.
Let me check my things.
All right, Glane's gonna rummage around and see what he's got here.
He is the, stealthy person.
Yeah, he does have what we're looking for, but that was a lot of our supplies right there that we're using up. But we've got it, and that is for momentum. Now we have that available to get across this this chasm here. We're gonna have to face danger to get across. Attempt something risky. Let's see here. Who's gonna take the lead on this? We've got a hook and some rope. Always gotta have that rope.
Oh, the rope.
Never steered us wrong so far.
That's not true.
I think since it's mine and I have the momentum to burn in case something happens, I should go first, and then if I get a crossfine, then I have momentum to aid an ally.
Okay.
You guys will just be making one roll to get across, basically.
Oh.
Even better.
Yeah,
We're
we don't have to
basically-
roll for every single person.
We're rolling to get the thingy stuck in that rafter.
Basically, yeah.
Oh, so if we miss, we don't all fall to our deaths.
Yeah, just
Not
you.
necessarily.
Okay.
Well, we have to get it stuck first.
All right, so that is going to be an edge roll. Yeah, this is gonna constitute both actually getting it up there and getting it across. One roll. He's attempting the risky thing. All right, we ready? It's gonna be an iron roll 2 for Glane. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
All right.
Oh.
All right.
Did Glenn just die?
No. It takes a significant amount to die in this.
No, we just... It didn't work.
It did not work. All right, hold on now.
That rafter was not as sturdy as it looked.
Yeah, he just gave it a test tug and the whole thing just went down in the hole.
Well, let's
the
see what
grappling
happens
hook
here.
is gone now.
And
Yeah.
cursed rope.
Let's see here. Ooh. Something of value is lost or destroyed?
Our beloved
rope.
rope.
The rope.
And the
No.
grappling hook. We spent supply on that. That's
Our
valuable.
beloved rope is now gone. The
well-
meme rope. The rope is a meme.
I mean, I appreciate you guys putting forth the effort to really try and heavily steer towards something that you would not be beat up about losing. The effort is appreciated. However, it has to be something of actual value. And one thing I can think of is maybe we want to do something about trying to get this back at some point, but one of Glane's daggers.
Oh.
That doesn't really make any sense, though. Like, how? In what scenario? How would that happen? Like, how could the scenario progress in such a way that that would happen?
God, maybe he did a test pull on it. It caved the ceiling in. He had to jump out of the way, and in the process, one of his daggers fell out of his holster and fell down the hole.
Was it my discount great value dagger or one of the good ones?
Ooh, actually, that's a good point.
Because I have 3. I have the
You
one that I
have 3
started
daggers. Yeah. Gosh, you got a lot of daggers.
with. I'm a murderer.
Let's roll for it. Let's give it a 1 out of 3. Is it a good dagger or a cheap dagger?
Which ones are good daggers?
All right. So if it is we'll make 3 the good roll, which is 3 is you lost a bad dagger. So cross your fingers.
Oh,
Oh, that was one of the good ones.
There's a toothless wyvern somewhere.
So it kind of... Alright, so Glane's trying to get it up there. He tugs on it. It feels pretty secure. He's getting ready to go for it. He kind of, hikes up his belt, gets limber to try this jump. But as he's kind of getting on it, he feels it just a little bit too loose. And he realizes this isn't going to support my weight. He skids to a halt, but just a little bit too late, kind of starts to scramble down and fall. Actually does fall partially down into the chasm. And as he's struggling back up in the most awkward direction possible, basically like backwards, he's kind of scooted down, feet first, facing forward. He's kind of trying to scoot back up. One of the daggers works its way loose out of the holster, or maybe it rose off his, I don't know, maybe the part of the belt breaks off, but it tumbles not all the way down, but it is kind of on a very narrow precipice ledge, perilously balanced down there. But Glane is able to scramble back up unharmed, but one less dagger, and that's his good dagger.
That's my lucky killing dagger.
That's my killing dagger. What do you want to do? If you want to, you can try to go grab that.
I am. I'm going to.
Well,
Honestly.
honestly, we need to be going down anyway. The mana spring is definitely it's below us. We need to get to a lower level. So maybe this is a shortcut.
Can I see the bottom of this thing, or does it descend into blackness? Like, if that dagger falls from where it is, do I see where it will go?
It's pretty dark. Maybe if you had some way to see in the dark that you could use that could help you.
Like a light beam.
And maybe you could
Like
use
maybe
that.
your hand glows a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that might help. You have 3 light right now. So you could use 1 light to, let's see.
Is just kind of powering up my hand not enough to illuminate? It has to be a shot.
Well, it's not like a shot. This is like the Lightbearer 1 is when you make a move to overcome or navigate darkness, you can add +2 to that at the cost of 1 light.
Okay.
Pretty good deal.
Yeah, I'd like to see what's, is it like water down there? Is it land? Is it just a huge hole?
We're gonna spend 1 light on that to add to a gather information attempt here. So you're gonna get a +2 in addition to your existing 2 for +4 to find something helpful. Strong hit. Now we're talking. That's worth 2 momentum right there. You guys should gather information more often, right? You discover something helpful and specific. All right, using your magical light abilities, you sort of emit a sort of warm glow down into the cavern. You very easily see the glint of your dagger down there, temptingly. And beyond it, amidst the rubble of this collapsed section of passageway that it look from down, as you're looking down, you can kind of see some of the old supports have given way, and this was basically built partially into a carved area that they sort of just added the nice hewn stone, but partially this is kind of like a fully enclosed bridge over this section because there was just a hollow section of the mountain here. Yes. But down there, you can see that there is, in fact, another hallway similar to this one. It looks like it's probably a good 30 feet down, so not something for just a quick drop.
Is it in particular disrepair? Like, is this something that's been sealed off for a long time where we wouldn't be found?
Ooh, that remains to be seen.
Okay.
Can't get a great view. I mean, it's lit up, but it is 30 feet down and covered in rubble. And you're staring at it through a flashlight.
Fair enough. I guess we're going down there.
There's nothing else to it.
That's
what we gotta do.
Glaine's not going to be separated from his dagger.
That's true. He's not.
I've already lost so much.
Basically. Alright. This feels like a... how do you guys want to get down here?
I feel like this is agility. Like, we have to be careful and make specific motions and climb down very carefully.
You're gonna rock climb your way down and then just maybe jump the last little bit.
Yeah, we're basically repelling.
Don't bring up the rope.
No.
All right. Who's going to take lead on that? If it's an edge roll, Serene can get a +3 with the mask.
Just curious, is there enough ledges on the way down where you could turn this drop into like a series of like little, jump to that ledge, grab on, jump to that ledge, kind of reverse wall jump down, and kind of grab the dagger as I... I've seen Gary do it a million times.
Yeah. Are there sufficient handholds?
Yeah.
Let's see here. I'll say yes on that. It looks like the stone itself is you can't identify the exact type of rock it is, but it's something rather smooth, but where it's been broken off by the collapsing floor here, it's broken away in large chunks, leaving not ideal handholds, but enough where you can kind of, if you're cautious, you can support a significant amount of your weight on it as you kind of move your foot to the next foothold. So it's not a freebie, but it looks like you can manage to get down like that.
Can we consider this a progress move?
Ugh.
We're literally delving down a hole.
We're delving a hole.
I mean, that's true. I mean, this is your danger that you are overcoming in order to... You marked progress and revealed a danger.
So this is
we're still dealing with the fallout of that.
Yeah,
this is
basically.
fixing a problem.
Yeah. And then after this, you can roll again to delve.
If one of us makes it down, do all of us make down, or do we all have to eat?
Yeah, it's an all or nothing. We don't split the party where possible.
I'd like to cat jump down, like I said, with my 9 momentum.
Oh gosh, you're going for it, huh? See, no way this could go poorly. All right, Glane with a +2. Here we go. All right, a weak hit, but at a cost. Let's see here. That's probably gonna be a little bit of a tumble on the way down. A not perfect landing, enduring a little bit of harm, but succeeding in getting down. So Glane manages to get from one handhold to the next, makes sure to grab the dagger before continuing on downward. But kind of a little bit of the stone chips away on the last step, and he tumbles the final little bit down. So Glane has to roll to endure harm, but it's a strong hit. So Glane, you may either take a momentum or spend one to get that health back.
I'll get the health back.
All right, back down to 8 momentum, but back to 5 health. Very nice. And with that, you guys are down in an old hallway within the old castle. Where to from here? The halls seem maze-like in their layout. No single hall appearing the same as the last, but always just enough similarity to keep you guessing if you're going in circles.
I would like to gather information to see if I can feel any breeze coming from anywhere in particular.
Using a survivalist approach here on gathering information. All right. Let's see what we can do here. A weak hit. There is information, but it complicates your quest or introduces a new danger. But you do get a momentum out of it, so congrats on that. Now let's see what we get. Ooh. Find renown. Okay. You think you are heading the right way. You see that there are some portraits in this hallway. They are crude, not of elven craft. They look more recent, and not made of high-quality materials or anything, but all depicting some figure. The same man's face appears in each of them, and in each one wearing a gold crown.
Peculiar.
Glenn, is this anybody you recognize?
I might look at it. Is it someone Brotherhood related?
No.
I don't know. I can roll a gather information.
Well, we've already rolled that,
Yeah.
so there won't be any new information unless something changes.
It could be someone that we encounter here, like the ruler of this place.
Would they really take the time to mint coins?
How long have they been here?
Coins? Wait, what?
I thought it was paintings.
Paintings. I guess maybe they... Do they have artists on staff?
It depends how in charge this guy
judging
is.
by the artwork, no.
He kind of looks
I'm
like my
like-
Gary posters.
I'm like, you destroyed all of this beautiful stuff and replaced it with this garbage? This is the toilet paper.
All right, are we ready to delve deeper?
Yes.
All right. How do we want to proceed at this point?
Haste.
I'm gonna speed it up. We're at 4 progress so far.
We would like to draw little mustaches on the guy with the crown.
You do so.
It'll be the best art on there.
All right, who's leading this next delve step and how?
I will go with wits.
All right. So it's
We
gonna be
are
+3.
in more we're in more interesting territory now.
All right, so wits. Let's see. So that means more opportunities for finding opportunities. No, this is objectively bad. Weak hit. So let's roll to see what happens. 41 is mark progress. No
Yay.
danger.
All right.
All right. So where does
That's
that
the
put
best
us?
result ever.
It is, isn't it? That's a good one. All right, so where do we head from here? Let's see here. Let me jump over back onto fortified. Storage or repository?
Ooh.
Okay,
A chance for
as you
resupply.
guys make it into this lower hallway, you do detect just the slightest odor. Smells like food. Some kind of maybe dried fruits or something. And you sort of work your way down the hall. Find a door that's ajar, and kind of take a peek in, and there are just barrels and barrels of what looks like fresh fruits, dried fruits, vegetables, all ripe, plump.
I'm gonna roll a resupply.
You know what? Fair, actually. This is a reasonable time to try that, because you don't get a lot of opportunities out here. And let's see here. So really the risk here is getting caught by someone. So we're just going to go for it. Rolling wits. Serene is rolling for a resupply. Strong hit. You grab what you can get and get out.
So that takes our supply back up to a 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
You grab anything preserved that you can find, and basically just load up your pack to capacity. Hey, look, rope. And in addition, you stuff your face with as much fresh stuff as you can. Because
Snack time, everybody.
You haven't had anything fresh in a long time. There's been a lot of preserved and salted meats and then some desert fare, which has not been palatable. I mean, the guys out here make do, but it's not your thing. That's fortunate.
Okay, well, that was a nice reprieve while it lasted.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a couple barrels of water in here somewhere.
All right. Pressing on.
Yep.
Okay, this is fresh food. That means there are people that come through here regularly. I think we should proceed stealthily at this point.
Who's going to be managing the stealth?
Torgan.
Torgan! Yeah!
Not.
I'm as stealthy as an elephant.
I think I've walked off my fall since I'm back up to 5 health, so I'm ready to
All right.
take the lead again.
All right. Glane is delving with shadow. And a strong hit. All right. I think this is the first strong hit we've gotten on delve. Everything else has been weak. On a strong hit, you delve deeper, mark progress, and find an opportunity.
Whee!
Hooray! All right. So first off, we mark progress. Find an opportunity. Let's see here. What do we get? Got his murdering shoes on.
It's all going so well.
Dobbs, I think your bot's drunk.
All right, hang on. Let me just roll this. Let me just roll like 10 D100s.
Oh,
Okay.
Another
There's
100.
another 100. Hang on.
And a 68.
it's getting closer and closer.
Hang on. Let me just roll some dice here. Okay. Yeah, I rolled a 690. Okay. Ooh. All right. This is an interesting opportunity. All right. First off. Let's see. When you encounter a helpful situation or feature within sight, roll on the table. If you are making this move as a result of a strong hit. Okay. You are going to get to choose either 1 momentum or +1 on your next roll with an opportunity for an extra momentum. But here is what the result is. Here's what the opportunity is. I'm not going to flavor this at all yet. You encounter a denizen in need of help. I think you guys have, getting away from the supply pantry. I think you guys have found your way to sort of a small dungeon, like a prisoner's jailhouse within this castle.
So this is a town of outcasts who were themselves all prisoners, who made a town get away from them, and then they made a jail and started putting people in it.
Something like that.
This is like a jail in Australia.
If you're so bad that even outcasts outcast you, I'm not sure if I trust this.
Well, hold on a second. Remember, they said that they imprison people and that the people in the castle are not always kind to the people in the village, in the abandoned city below. So this could be something as simple as they sent a messenger up the mountain and they blamed the messenger. Like, we shouldn't jump to conclusions, is my point.
I mean, if we turn this guy away, he could start screaming that we were just here. And if we let him out and he's thankful, then we have another ally.
It could be the jailer taking a nap. Like, we've killed everyone. There's nothing to do with this space. So this is like our place we go to cry. I mean...
This is the cry room.
I don't trust this at all.
Let's investigate.
Let's play out the scene and see what happens. Yeah. All right. So, you guys find this area that seems to be more heavily fortified. You're kind of seeking your way around, a little bit turned around, not sure where you're heading. And you find that this room is sort of more secured. And you start to notice some of these other doors along this side hallway you've made your way into are all heavily barred. And then you start to realize where you are. You're in some sort of dungeon down here. And there's someone in here. There's not a guard. It sounds like all hands are on deck, at the main gate to defend against the intruders, which now we're not really sure where they are. But in this brief window, there's nobody down here. Except for this one person. And who is this one person? What is this person doing here? Let's find out. We're gonna get a random name. What do we got?
Listen, I'm just going to be completely honest about this. The reason I don't trust this person is because I don't trust Dobbs.
Wow. Honestly, ouch. This is Vigo.
We don't trust Dobbs in DM mode.
Right.
Yeah, fine.
Which we trust, but what we trust even less is the dice bot.
Yeah, that's honestly fair. Ooh, character role, mystic. A mystical mystic.
This is somebody. This might be what was up with Lucia.
Maybe
she was detecting the distress of somebody with the same or perhaps a related power set to her.
Maybe. I'm not convinced. I get you. Yeah. Okay, but yeah, this is Vigo. He is a mystic.
Is there like a poster on the door with like labels, like a dog kennel? Like how are we finding out this information?
Like a really well labeled refrigerator. This is where the eggs go.
Yeah.
This is where the V go.
Oh, that was awful.
Yikes. He's going to. You don't know his name yet. He's going to introduce himself, probably. We'll see.
Is he in a jail cell or is he just?
Yeah,
out?
he's in a cell. That's what presumably what he needs help with. Let's see here.
I don't like that.
Okay.
So I sneak up, like we hear sounds coming from this door. I sneak up, I kind of peek inside the grate on the barred door. It's like, looks like a human.
We hear the crying.
All right, let's see. Is this guy old? He's a mystic. That kind of always makes me think he's an older guy, but I mean, Lucia's a mystic as well, and she's not super old or anything.
Yes, but she's also not very good.
Oh,
that's not true. You take that back. Be
I'm
nice
sorry.
to our friend.
I'm sorry.
Let's see. Let's get a rough estimate on this guy's age. Let's just roll. Let's flip a coin. 1, he's pretty young. 2, he's old. He's an old geezer. So you peer through the bars and you see this. All right, is he frail or buff? One or two. One. He's frail. All right, so you see this frail, old, wrinkled man sitting there in his cell, and it's dimly lit in here. Like there was like a candle flickering in the hallway, and that's about it. And so it's really dark, and you kind of, you grab the candle and you kind of peer through, and you're like, "There's someone in here! Holy cow!" But the guy kind of looks up at you, and he's like trying to study your face, as he's kind of like realizing you're not anyone I recognize. But he hasn't really spoken yet, and he just kind of help.
Just looking him over, can I tell if he's armed in any way?
I think they usually don't arm prisoners.
He could have something on him.
I still don't believe he's
Glane has a whole Swiss Army knife pocket situation.
That's true.
Of weird
he has
tools.
2 arms, and that's it.
Okay.
No weapons detected.
So he's armed.
He has arms. Thank you.
I still don't trust this.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't given you much to go on.
Who are you?
I am Vigo. The Mystic, I guess.
Does that ring a bell with anybody? Is this a name I've heard before?
No.
I'm 5'7" and I'm a Pisces.
I loved him in Lord of the Rings.
Aw.
What kind of mystic?
Ooh. Well, let's see here. Let's see what kinds of rituals are available. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We're going to use one of these as our inspiration here. Ooh. Sweet. Okay, let me look at what this one is. Oh, okay. Wait, where are the assets? I need to look at some assets here.
I'm just saying it could be that king guy in disguise. I don't like this.
Just need. Okay.
They didn't have enough time to lay an elaborate trap like that.
Be safer in the bars than outside of them.
Ooh. Okay. He is capable of communing with the spirits of a place.
That's of interest.
Huh. The details are rough on that. Oh no. That's a shame. Okay, so yeah. So let's call that some sort of, I don't know.
Soothsayer?
More or less. Yeah.
Necromancer?
No. Kind of? No.
We're not raising the dead.
Just asking questions.
Yeah. You're tethered.
CB radio on a staticky channel.
Clairvoyant, I think, is the correct term.
Yeah, he is able to divine truths from spirits.
Yeah, so a clairvoyant. I couldn't think of the word for a minute, but that would be
He's
the
the
word.
seer. I am
Yeah.
Vigo, the seer. I've been imprisoned here. I would like to leave.
please.
Do you know who we are?
Do you know who I am?
Your Vigo.
Vigo.
Well, you're a seer, so I'm curious.
You didn't see this coming.
Because why do you think you can trust us?
If you could
Why
see
should
so
we
much,
trust? Why should we trust you?
if you could see so much, how did you get yourself in prison? Wouldn't you have seen
How
it
about
coming?
that, huh?
Basically, I'm boys smart alecking aside.
Yeah.
I'm trying to play the word game
Right.
here. Like we're like, okay, well, do you know who we are? Like, do you trust us? Why do you trust us, and how do we know we can trust you?
Let's see. I think he's basically in the boat of
Anything's better
than this. Doesn't matter. Just want to leave.
I mean,
Look,
fair
this
enough.
place is kind of on high alert right now because we're coming through. This is probably the safest place for you to be until we take care of this, and we could see about letting you out when this situation's over.
If we were leaving,
Are
I'm
you
not sure
taking the castle?
If we were leaving, I'm not sure that he could climb the rock.
More like sneaking in, investigating, and sneaking back out.
Yeah.
Although I am very interested in the potential for bloodshed after I see what they've done to the history of my people here.
Like, if we let you out and you start leaving, you're going to be all by yourself. At least if we let you out on our way back out, we can escort
maybe
you.
we can unlock the door and leave him to fend for himself.
Unless he's going to go tell someone on us.
Yeah, you can escape under the distraction of us leaving, but if you leave now, you're just going to be walking into everybody looking for us.
I'll take my chances. Please, whatever it takes.
I'm inclined to empathize. Torgan, can you get the door open?
I'm inclined to not trust this guy at all.
Well, if he starts causing a problem, we'll just have Glenn slit his throat. It's fine.
Go.
I just kind of
It's his
juggle a
answer for
dagger
everything.
up in the air.
Wait. Can he help us?
Well, hopefully, because he's a seer, I'm hoping he could be useful.
Before we let him out.
Oh.
I'm also kind of hoping, I'm gonna kind of pull Torgan and Glenn aside and be like, if he's a mystic, this might have something to do with what was going on with Lucia back there.
I want answers before we let him out.
That's fair. Glenn, keep your dagger handy. Torgan, go ask him some questions.
Maybe you being on the more magical side would be better equipped to ask.
I can show you where the pantry is.
Already been there.
I can show you where the throne room is.
Whose throne?
That could be useful.
I can be useful.
I hold up a ripped up painting that I took from earlier. You mean this guy?
Yes.
Who is this guy?
King of Flame Reach.
Imposter King. Human. No human is king of an elven fortress. But if he wants to call himself king, I'm of a mind to do something about that.
I'm getting very upset over this.
You have to remember, Serene's livid and seeing pink on the edge of her vision, like bloodlust she didn't know she had. But not necessarily this guy's.
I tried to stand against. I've been here since
he might be useful. I think you should. I think we should let him out.
I open the cage, but before I let him pass by me, I say, "If you make me regret this, you won't live to."
He doesn't seem to acknowledge it at all. But he kind of like slowly scrambles. It's a slow scramble to his feet, then kind of starts to hobble out of the cell and up the hallway.
Go hide. Wait for it to be safe to leave.
Oh. Yeah.
All right, let's keep moving.
I thought he was going to show us the throne room.
Me too.
Oh, is that? Should we be following him?
Now, if you want to go to the throne room, he can take you there.
Yeah, let's do that. That sounds good.
All right. So that was a opportunity we found. Now we need to delve the depths to proceed to the next area within the site.
Right. Let's follow the old guy.
How do you want to roll?
I suppose this is haste, but he ain't moving fast. So I don't know that haste is the right word.
Yeah, that's a little tricky.
I want to go on
Healthy
record
haste.
as saying if this guy ends up being the king, I'm going to rage quit. I want to go on record.
Okay.
Or
noted.
if anything snail related.
He's a snail-nomancer.
He's the snail king.
All right, I think this is wits at this point because we need to proceed.
All right.
We're proceeding with expertise with him leading.
Oh, and also, you guys
So
never
this
decided.
is to secure an advantage, really.
You guys never decided. Are you taking momentum or a +1?
On our track, or
Who gets the momentum?
Looks like Serene. Wait, hang on. No, Glane had a 4+3. That was a shadow roll. So that was the last movement. So Glane, you get to choose. Do you want 1 momentum, or do you guys' next delve move does it get a +1?
We got a +1.
All right. And also, if you guys land a hit on this, strong or weak, Glane gets an extra momentum for free.
Can we have
Ding,
a
ding.
secure an advantage since we have this old guy leading us around?
You're going to use him as your advantage?
Yes.
Okay.
he certainly thinks he's an advantage.
Cheeseburger. I mean, it feels like that's the +1, but I'm okay with an additional secure an advantage roll if you want. You are attempting to gain leverage by getting this old guy to take you somewhere that he already kind of wants to take you.
But we wouldn't have known to go that way if he wasn't taking us.
Well, let's just do it at a +3 and hope for the best. Thank you, Burger. 10 months. We indeed. Alright, I'm gonna have Serene roll to secure an advantage with wits.
That's actually almost a year.
And that's a miss.
Mm.
That is almost a year. It's quite alright, Burger. I did it to myself. Pay the price. Cool. Everybody's favorite.
The Wizard's a dragon.
Or he just dies going up the stairs because he's 100.
Let's see here.
We have enough hundreds tonight.
D8. Gonna roll.
Well, remember, this is just on the secure and advantage part.
True. Alright, 58. Causes a delay or puts you at a disadvantage. Well, that sounds like a burn momentum kind of thing. So -1 momentum.
He's just really slow.
It's slow. He's a were snail.
Uh,
All right, and now we can make our delve attempt. Who's going to be making this, and with what?
I noticed behind his cloak there's a slime trail just going down the hall.
Oh, it gets worse.
I hope that's a slime trail.
We're sneaking at this point,
All
right?
right, Glane is leading the way with sneaking.
Yep.
And Glane, you get an extra +1, which you took from the previous opportunity, and that's represented by the old guy you've got helping you get around. And it works!
A match!
And then some. So, strong hit, mark progress, somewhere. There it is. Mark progress, and find an opportunity. And then you also get the same choice about +1 or momentum. Let's see here.
Do I get that bonus momentum you mentioned, or?
Oh yes, and you get the bonus momentum. Good call out. Because it was a hit.
Oh my god, 68. Oh.
Oh, so close. All right, let's see here. Well, I guess you guys are getting to the, let's see, do you get straight there? I don't think so. I think there's something in the way first. You get the drop on a denizen. I think there is something in the way first. So you guys are making progress through, and then you see Vigo kind of he's telling you which way to go, and he warns you in advance. They will have 2 guards around the corner. Just very matter-of-factly.
Okay. That sounds like Lane's specialty.
Blaine, what do you want to do?
I kind of peer around and confirm that they are there, just barely.
Yep.
Okay.
You kind of use your trusty reclaimed dagger as a sort of very small mirror, and you see, yep, there they are.
Are they armored? Or are they just guys?
They are wearing light armor, just like some little kind of padded leather. Nothing crazy.
Any exposed parts? Like, can I see their faces? Can I see any bits
Oh
of them?
yeah, faces are exposed.
Okay. I would like to do something I haven't done since my Brotherhood days,
Ooh.
where I use my daggers as like throwing daggers.
Ooh.
I would like to kind of dart around the corner and throw both of my daggers right at both of their heads.
Ooh.
I would like to gear for war before we start.
Not a bad idea. Alright, let's see here. Let's shift Torgan to... Oh, wait. Hang on. Why is that one... You took off your... Okay, you took it off. I've got your ironclad asset marked in red. I don't think it was damaged, but you did have to take it off that one time, but you got it back, so you're good.
That's in the desert to not sink.
Yeah. That's right. Okay, so we're good. We're good. Okay.
Before I dive, I kind of cue up Serene, like, be ready in case this goes sideways.
Yeah.
Arrow at the ready.
Oh, what could go wrong? Glane just float? No, he doesn't float. He never floats. All right, so you need to enter the fray. All right. So your plan is to basically enter the fray, hopefully get the initiative, and just.
What did we do with the?
Yeah.
What did we do with the match again?
We haven't actually used it yet.
Maybe they're sleeping.
Ooh. Let me roll the oracle to mix things up.
Or distracted in some way.
Let's see here. Effect weapon. Yeah, they're distracted. They've not been called to like high alert in a long time, and they're basically kind of like inspecting their gear.
Dramatic advantage.
Yeah, to give you guys a very good advantage on getting the drop on them.
Well, then I'd like to alter my technique.
Okay.
Are there backs to us? Like, I can...
Ooh.
Or are they...
Let's say yes. For the match, let's say yes.
Okay. In that case, I would like to quietly approach the closest one, kind of give him a little reverse hug and jab him in the neck real quick, and then quietly put him down and do the same thing to the other guy.
Well, in that case, we're just going to roll with stealth. We're not even going to enter the fray yet. We're just going to see if Glenn can just take out one of them before anything even happens. Here we go.
With that 9 momentum, sounds like a good chance.
Oh, and this is your next move. So this is the one you're going to get the +1 on. So you're at +4.
Okay. Is this next move just to kill one of the two?
Basically, but it's a weak hit. Success, though, but with a troublesome cost. I think what happens here is basically losing an advantage. So you stealth your way up, sneaking through, dagger at the ready. You manage to grab one of these guys, but he kind of has some fast reflexes and puts up a little bit of fight before you can actually dispatch your foe. As a result, you do manage to quickly make short work of him with your dagger. But the other guard has a slight leg up on you now.
Except for the part where I'm going to step around the corner and put an arrow in his skull.
I do like that. Let's see if Serene can pull that off. Serene, you are...
We're going to go ahead and pull the mask down.
All right, sounds good. So Iron Roll 2 to enter the fray. Let's see how things begin for you. Strong hit. Take 2 momentum and the initiative. So why don't you go ahead and make that, describe your attack here.
I hear the guy make a death gurgle and the other guy go, huh? So I proceed to, I had my bow at the ready, already drawn, arrow knocked and pulled back, with my back against the wall. So I just spin around, pivot around the corner, take 1 breath to aim, and let an arrow fly in.
Now, for that aiming, do you want to leverage your archer asset?
Yes, please.
All right. So, are you going to be lining up your shot or trusting your instincts?
Instincts, please.
All right, so that's going to be a wits roll for Serene. Oh, wait. Well. Didn't go great.
I'm glad I chose wits.
Yep, that's a good point at least.
So
Okay.
that one, the fact that it's a 1 doesn't actually matter because it was a wits roll.
Right, but the fact that it's a failure does matter.
Unfortunate.
A little bit. Not huge. Let's see here.
He is, even if I missed, he's at least distracted. So that's worth something.
Ooh. Okay, this is interesting. 94. It forces you to act against your best intentions. Okay.
You shot the old man.
Well,
No, not necessarily.
I wasn't thinking that exactly, but... Oh, no.
Hi, Gracie.
You know what it is? Alright, you can take the shot, but here's the problem. As you are preparing to release the arrow, you notice that there's like an old broken down bookshelf against one of the walls here. And although most of it is empty and destroyed, there seems to be one old tome that's fallen off and escaped destruction. And it's lying open on the ground. And you take the shot. This thing might be getting a little bit of a bloodbath.
Oh.
Ooh, now that's forcing you to act against your best intentions.
Oh.
I think that's the first time I've ever come up with something that works for that pay the price.
Well, she's kind of seeing pink with bloodlust at this point anyway.
Yeah.
And it'd be best if we weren't discovered. This guy should not have time to shout. And I need to cover Glane. So she's not going to register the book until after the fact.
Yeah.
She's just going to be like, okay, we're gonna kill, and then...
Just kind of just pushing it out of her head. Nope, it's not there. But acting against her best intention, she takes the shot. With edge of 3. No bonus from the aim. Ooh!
Good lord.
No!
The tome is saved.
The tome is... Ugh, is it? Is it?
That was the instructions on how to fix mana springs.
Ouch.
Back to back, really?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
The bot just hates me since you rebuilt it. I don't understand.
I guess so.
That was a real one.
Yeah.
And my momentum's not high enough to do anything about it.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good point. That is a real one. Which means that you actually have to...
I take health damage.
Yeah. Now let's see, is this a suffer move? Or just a straight up... Yeah, it is suffer. Which means in addition to taking that, you then roll endure harm, which means you might be able to mitigate it. Let's see here. Weaken, no changes. So that's it. Let's see here. It is stressful. The shot goes wide. A little... At the last moment, your brain registers what you're seeing down there, the book. And you're not even trying to, like, whiff the shot or anything, but you just totally... it goes far off target.
A foot or two to the left.
Yeah, right past Blaine's head.
Oops.
Ugh.
Oh, well, maybe he thinks he has help arriving if it looks like it when it Glane.
Yeah, that's totally it. Pay the Price says that this is a stressful event. So I think basically you're suffering still more the effects of just seeing the destroyed history of this place and just the reminders of that. There's this glimmer of hope, but at the same time, this guy, in dodging the arrow, steps squarely on that book, tearing the pages from the binding. And Serene must roll to endure endure stress. So that is a 2 now. And that's a miss. On a miss, you also suffer 1 momentum. Serene just can't get her momentum up.
Not today,
I
apparently.
would like to explain an action when you have time.
All right, hit it.
When I see the arrow whiff and hit the castle wall, I just kind of go, and kick the guy that's in my arms towards the guy she missed, so at least there can be some kind of obstacle that he has to deal with.
All right, that's kind of a faint trickery roll here, trying to secure an advantage. So Glaine's gonna kind of just try and basically get this guy, play a dirty move here, in hopes of, okay, that's advantage yours. Do you want to make a move with +1 or grab 2 momentum?
Got it with a 3.
You got it with a 3. I guess you're going to be taking the +1 since your momentum's almost capped out.
Yeah.
So with that, what can we do?
I think it's time for me to enter the fray.
Do you want to pass your +1 to Torgan as an ability to aid him in combat?
Yes, he's our big gun. And this is the last guy on the field. So.
This is the one. All right, enter the fray. All right, Torgan is facing off against his opponent, so a +3 from Hart, but a +1 more from Glaine's distraction. Torgan rolls up with a strong hit. +2 momentum, takes the initiative, and is ready to charge forth into battle.
So I'm gonna just, you know what? He seems distracted, and everybody else seems missing. So I'm just gonna do the Torgan thing and run in with my sword and just try to snap.
Charging
Quietly.
forth.
Quietly.
I'm not very quiet, but I'm gonna try.
Yell horse as quiet as you can.
All right.
For the horse.
Oh, horse. Rolling with iron, +3. So let's see what we get here. Torque and roll. Strong hit, barely. Strong hit match. Let's see. This guy is a troublesome foe. So you put him at 9 right there. Do you want to end the fight?
Yes.
Well,
We did not end the fight.
you did,
But
but you must choose one. Let's see here. Harmful, stressful, short-lived, collateral. Objective falls out of reach. Ooh, these are all pretty good. Let's roll for it.
I already know what it probably ought to be, but it's gonna make Serene mad.
The book?
Collateral damage.
5. Well, 5 is objective falls out of reach. Okay. I think what goes on here, Torgan runs forward, swings a sword at this guy. This guy does not go down quietly. So Vigo announces that they heard that they're barring the doors, and points over down a long hallway where you do see just doors kind of slowly closing shut, and he kind of confirms that is the throne room.
I just really hate Vigo.
Wow. Jeez.
I just don't trust him, and I don't like him,
That's
and he's
fair.
just...
All right, cool, fine. Nobody said you had to like him.
I don't.
That's where we're gonna end, I think. We're at 7 progress. We're almost there.
And we end on a joke.
Sure.
Is
And
that guy
Graf.
dead, by the way?
Yeah, he's dead.
Okay. I grabbed the arrow. I can hand it back to Serene. You drop this.
Wah, wah.
She goes over and just kind of looks at the book.
It's a cookbook. Too many cooks.
We don't know if the book's gonna be anything valuable. It's not in great shape, but it could definitely be in better shape right now, but it may not be anything important, but it's not covered in blood, so that's something.
She's gonna gingerly slip it into her bag to look at later.
That seems reasonable. Let's pull up the numbers.
Figo's just bad news. Like, that's just why I don't like him.
I get you. All right. What do we got tonight? Let's see how everybody did.
I just really want to cast Magic Missile at the door, but this is the wrong system for that.
Attack the darkness.
I'm the red.
Let's see here. Ghislaine is yeah, you're red. Torgan is red, Ghislaine is blue, Serene is green, just like in the intro.
I did the best tonight.
You actually did pretty good. Your rolls weren't the best your rolls were awful. Well, you only had 4 rolls. You had 2 strong hits, a weak hit, and a miss. You had literally 4 rolls.
Worth it.
Compared to Serene with 12 and Ghislaine with 12. Serene had a lot of misses.
We did a lot of rolls at the end.
Yeah, the time you can see kind of on the timeline breakdown that the ending was just boom, 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 boom. A lot of stuff happening.
Organ show.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of Serene rolls towards the end, and then as usual, ending on a progress roll. But overall, Serene had the highest challenge dice to overcome. Torgan had the lowest. Worked out pretty well. GG.
Yay.
That's it. That is
Not the finale.
Not the finale. Perhaps next week? Finale?
It kind of looks like the Mana Spring is behind the throne room.
Based on how the progress bars are going, that might be the case. There we go. That's
How
it.
have they been desecrating the Mana Spring, along with everything else of respect that has been here?
We'll see.
Hopefully it's sealed. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Or sufficiently warded. But
Same time next week?
Same time next week. It's gonna be good.
yep.
Until then, thank you for tuning in and stuff, and that's basically it. I don't know.
I have a plug,
Plug it.
Oh, plug.
and this is kind of a universal plug. Just anyone who is in our orbit, keep an eye on our channels on Friday
Oh gosh.
for anything and everything across all medias.
We usually do something for you know, first day of April and such. Last year, a sneaky snail took over my channel.
Yeah, there may be something happening. We'll see.
Should be good. That's all.
That's it. All right. Well, Wednesday Mario Maker. Friday, I don't actually know what I'm gonna stream. Maybe Minecraft. We'll see.
I have a plug.
Oh, do it.
Tomorrow night, where there's a 3-way runoff for making brackets for the FFE tournament for Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise.
Mm-hmm.
Our very own Bardic Panda will be facing off against Zeke Highwind and Nitzy in a runoff race to see who will be progressing to brackets in the tournament. So stop by the Free Enterprise main channel to catch the restream.
Woo! Exciting.
It's free enterprise.
It's Free Enterprise. Nothing further.
Follow GermDev on Twitter. I don't know.
You are all dismissed. Thank
On
you.
TikTok.
Follow GermDev on TikTok.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, they have the Reading Rainbow theme on TikTok now, and apparently, like, there's a whole hashtag trend of people who are too young to know what that's from.
Huh.
It hurts my soul a little bit.
I never saw a single episode of that.
Constant reminders that there keeps being new people.
Time keeps progressing. It's weird.
Yeah.
And they're all horrible.
It won't be long before we're Vigo.
You kids never had to blow into a cartridge to get it work? You never had to change the TV to channel 3? All right. The elusive sixth voice.
Ooh.
All right. Everyone have a good night. Thank you for tuning
It's
in.
over.
It's
Bye.
over. Bye.